Captain Al Clowers. How are you today?
I'm good. It's sunny, 75 degrees in San Diego, and I'm healthy and can't ask for much more than that. Everything over that's a bonus.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my camera going here. Hold on a second. Fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Oh, Lord have mercy, mercy, mercy. Here we go. Here we go. Kind of crazy. We're kind of starting out kind of a big old giant mess here. But I think we're good now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm clear.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. Yep, here we go. So, I think today's a good day to talk about etiquette. We're going to bring Brian in here from Promar to talk about all the cool things they're going to be having at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. I mean, Captain Al, I don't even know if you've seen the schedule or not, but they have you on the schedule speaking Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, they do.
Oh, yes, they do. You and Justin talking about six-pack charter boats.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, wow. But if if something happens with your mom or something, we'll cover you. But
Yeah,
yes,
right now, I'm planning on being up there. I'm gonna have to. Well, things are going a little sideways right now, but I'm planning on driving up early Saturday morning with the motorhome, and then spend the night Saturday night, so you can have that party, and then jamming home on Sunday. But
nice, beautiful. Sounds good. We have Brent Rodriguez. Brent Rodriguez is bringing his fifth wheel and putting it in the parking lot on Wednesday.
oh, okay. Well, if I don't have to take my motorhome, I don't want to do it. I mean,
Nope.
I'm just doing it to make things go smooth, but it's a lot of work for me too, right?
No, I got Brent. Brent bringing his
Okay.
his fifth wheel.
That's beautiful because I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, we need your motorhome at the Del Mar show.
That's a lot more feasible.
We need you at the Del Mar show. First of all, you need your motorhome because we're going to barbecue there too. But second of all, I need a place to live. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Do you see
yeah.
what's going on down here?
I'll try to work through it all, but that situation with my mom's number one right now.
Oh, we understand. Everybody here understands. You see what's going on down here right now?
Yeah, a little farther, a little farther. My wife, family lives in Guadalajara, and her cousin is a lawyer down there, and for a hospital. She's been there all her life, and they're joggers, and they travel all over the world doing marathons. And they went night before last. They went to the airport thinking they were going to fly to Hong Kong because that's where they're going to go run at, and all that mayhem was going on. Shots were being fired, people scrambling, and it's still closed right now.
Well, they haven't brought the violence over here on the peninsula yet. I know there's some stuff going on in Ensenada and Tijuana, but as far as Cabo goes, nothing.
Yeah, there's not too much going on TJ yet or Ensenada. My cousin left last night to go help his buddy work on his house in Ensenada, and he called me this morning and said there was a little bit of more military stops, but other than that, I don't think they've lit much on fire down there or not. But
Yeah.
it might happen. It's the call down in Sinaloa.
Yeah. Well, we'll hope that it doesn't. Kelly and I hope that it doesn't. For dang sure, we hope that it doesn't bleed over here to the peninsula.
Right.
But let's get going. Let's talk about etiquette. This is something we haven't talked about in a very long time, and not that I'm anything special, but I ran a big Hatteras with the tall tower for a very long time, and they followed me like crazy. Not that I know what I'm doing, but they seem to follow. Oh, wait a minute, everybody. Brian, what is going on? Hello?
Oh, can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
All right. I can't see my camera, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I don't either. You're like, we can barely see the top of your head on the
Oh,
show. here. Now we don't see you at all. Hello, hello.
Right on.
Hanging on, hanging on. Everybody, hang on. Everybody. Oh my goodness, Al. There he is.
Oh, is
There
that
you
good? Is
go.
that better?
We
That's
see you
better.
now. We see you
Perfect.
now. You're looking all hot with your hat backwards, looking all gangster.
Yeah, dude.
So
I'm gonna go ahead.
what's going on? We and Al we're going to talk about etiquette today, but I'd rather talk about all the cool stuff you guys are going to have at the PCS show and all the giveaways and everything. You want to
Yeah,
talk about
man.
that?
Let's talk about it. So I actually, it's funny because I was supposed to give stuff away on the stream that I was on with Justin when we went lobster hooping this past weekend, but I don't think we ended up doing any giveaways. So let's do them. Now, and like I said, we'll just do it so that you have to collect it at PCS. Um, but we'll go over all the deals and everything else that we have. That we're gonna have at PCS and some of the new products that we're gonna be releasing here at PCS. So we're gonna have some new shirt designs. I don't have them yet to show, but they're gonna be ready probably by the end of this week. And so both of them are gonna be lobster designs. We're gonna have some new magnets. Those are gonna be giveaways for free. Those are kind of cool. Just little trinkets and stuff like that that we're gonna be giving away a lot of. And you're gonna be able to find them at our booth, and of course you'll be able to find them over at Dave's booth. And those are, just for you guys being members, you guys are going to have first access to them. So if you guys want to stop by the booth, just let me know. Look for me specifically. All the other people, I'll let them know too, but just look for me specifically and I'll take care of you guys. But we're going to have some crazy good deals. I can't say every deal because we don't want to, show any favoritism towards any vendor, but just know that a lot of vendors are going to have really good products at really good prices. So you're not going to want to miss out. Um,
Right. Well, I think if you're going to give away some stuff, we'll wait till the end till you're going to leave. And people,
yeah,
you have to watch the show today if you
yeah.
want to get some of the free stuff that Brian's going to give away. It's super important. But Brian, I just can't. I'm a huge proponent of this jig. I can't talk about it enough, dude. I ran this jig through my index finger on this trip I was just on. I can't feel the end of my index finger. I don't know if I'll ever feel it again because I ran this hook right through my bone on my index finger. First time ever. But this is what we were catching. And it was, I can't look at, we were catching these broomtail groupers up to 20 pounds on this little tiny Akara jig. This thing is tiny, but look at, I've used this thing in Alaska. I've used it on the lakes when we were in Florida last year. We were using this thing, and now I used it in the mangroves, Al. I use this in the mangroves. It's an incredible tool. It catches every single thing I caught. Orange mouth corvina, I caught pargo, I caught broomtail grouper, I caught triggerfish. I even caught a 20-pound octopus in the mangroves on this. Crazy.
Mexican octopus.
Yeah, big old slimy octopus. It was
Yeah,
wild.
dude. You'll catch anything on them. And the cool thing is you're gonna be able to get those at PCS at a really good deal. It's gonna be buy two, get one, not only on the Icaras, but buy two, get one on virtually every single jig that you're gonna be able to find there. At most of the vendors. So like Turner's, Melton's, Islands, like all those people who carry our products, it's gonna be buy two, get one free. So already you guys are gonna be getting a good, and they're already gonna be discounted. So you're getting them at a discount and you're already and you're gonna be buying two and getting one for free. So it's an extra 33% off essentially is what it works out to. So you're not gonna want to miss out on that deal for sure. And if you spend more than $50 on any of our products, you get a free hat at our booth, but obviously it's gonna be different. So we're gonna have, it's kind of hard to explain. But YSWG members, you guys stop by the booth, we're gonna get you guys a hat just for wearing something of Dave's. If you have a shirt on, a hat on, I'll let Dave decide what you guys have to wear. We'll get you guys a hat taken care of.
Pair of my
But
underwear.
also, if you spend money on any of our products and you stop by the booth, you bring me the receipt, I'll sign it off and I'll get you guys some more free gear. So either whether if you spend $50, it's a free hat. If you spend $100, it's a free shirt. If you spend $200, you get a free hoodie. But obviously, you guys are members. We'll take care of you guys a little bit extra. You'll get the magnets. You'll get the sticker packs. You'll get maybe an extra shirt thrown in. Obviously, I love taking care of you guys. You guys are all awesome. You guys have all been very welcoming to me in this community, and so I want to take care of you guys back too.
And what we're talking about, if you guys don't understand, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. This is the biggest fishing show open to the public in the United States of America. This is going to be an absolute, and I can say that honestly because it is open to the public. This is the largest fishing show in the United States of America. And this year is going to be absolutely incredible. Promar has a booth there. Dave Hansen, Your Saltwater Guide, has a booth there. Captain Al, Captain Sonny, Captain Justin, and I will be hanging out in our booth. We'll be doing seminars every single day. But the really cool thing is all of our sponsors, Okuma, Promar, Ahi, and Deckhand Sports, are stepping up to the plate here and taking care of you guys like you don't even know. So you want to make sure that you come to the show. It's coming right up next week. Kelly and I woke up this morning and we got a week to go, and we're flying out of Cabo and we're coming up to the show to set up our booth on Wednesday. And Captain Al Clowers, it's going to be absolutely incredible. As you know from last year, it was insane, right, Al?
Oh yeah. As soon as the line to get in was way out the parking lot. It's crazy. Lots of people, lots of kids, lots of grandpas, lots of moms, dads. People looking to buy a bunch of product for the season. And it's a perfect place to go. You don't need one bag, you need a couple bags to fill up when you're in there,
And what we say all the time is Thursday or Friday, that should be the day that you come up there to get all these great deals. Because I'll tell you what, Brian, if it's anything like the last couple of years,
it's going to be better.
You got so much stuff that are great deals that come Saturday afternoon, man. Most of that stuff's been scarfed up because there's so many people there.
I remember last year the McCarty sold out almost instantly on the first or second day. You guys weren't able to pick them up almost anywhere. They were hard to come by. So if you guys want to pick them up, if you guys are ready to get some gear, you're going to want to show up Thursday. Take the day off if you can, or Friday. But by Saturday, you're competing with long lines, and you're like, there's just a lot of sold out products by them. But obviously the vendors we pre-planned this, so we're always trying to keep stock as much as possible. But yeah, just get there early. Definitely get there early. And it's a fun show. You guys get to hang out with all the different brands, you get to meet all the different vendors, and you get to obviously hang out with Dave. So it's going to be fun, especially with, I'm not going to mention any other shows, but there wasn't another show this year. So there's a lot of people who are going to be, gunning to spend money this time.
Yeah, and they're going to be at the show. It's a madhouse there. Yeah. It is crazy, crazy busy, but there's so much stuff to do with the Kids Fish Free Trout Pond. Jay Brewer from Prehistoric Pets brings all kinds of exotic animals. Captain Al Clowers will be there just meeting and greeting all the families and kids and everything, and telling you guys about the great deals that Al has on fishing on his beautiful Riviera, on his Shingari, or maybe even he'll take you bass fishing, which would be absolutely insane. But
yeah, we can do it all.
I left that QR code up on the screen for a few minutes here. If you guys need to get tickets, this is the way to do it. I'm telling you, like Al said a minute ago, the lines for the show are just incredible. It's at the Orange County Fairgrounds, gang. And
it's huge.
You don't know, the lines were just out the door. The last thing you want to do is stand in line to buy tickets and then stand in line to get in. So
pre-buy your tickets.
Buy your tickets right now. So, Brian, talk about all the different things Promar's got at the show.
Yeah, so obviously we're going to have our full range of products, which you guys are already aware of everything that we have. Our gaffs, our landing nets, sabiki rods, the line, the GT4, all of that stuff's going to be there. There's going to be deals and discounts on every single product. So whatever it is that you guys are looking for, whether it's a new landing net, a new gaff, line, jigs, whatever, it's going to be the best time. But we have some exceptional deals on certain products. And those are the ones that I really want to touch base on. So GT4, whether you're buying wind-ons or you're buying the leader material, it's going to be buy one, get one free. That's 50% off essentially. You guys are going to be able to buy one spool of 15-pound line and get another spool of 15-pound test. Or if you want to buy multiple different spools, you'll be able to get 2 whole sets for the price of one. So it's a really, really good time, a really, really good deal for you to get all of your line getting ready for the season. This season is going to be really good. I mean, the fishing's already been pretty fantastic. We've gone out a few times and we've been getting the bass heavy, right? And you're already starting to see reports of yellowtail. You're already starting to see reports. I'm not going to mention who's been catching, but I've seen some reports of some tuna being caught already too. So there's some good fishing that's going to happen this year. It seems like everything's happening a little bit earlier, and you want to gear up, and this is the time to do so. We're getting into halibut fishing, so you're going to want to get yourself a new landing net if you guys don't have a landing net. Really good deals on those. Um, but we're also going to have the jigs, as I mentioned, buy two get one free, and we're going to have a new product this year, which is something that I'm really excited about. Steve's been putting a ton of effort into it. We've been testing it. We've been doing photo shoots for it. We've been taking it out, and that's going to be our jig heads. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I got our jig heads here. You can kind of see them right there. We finally have them in stock. They're going to be available starting the day of the show. And so
Put it
you'll
up there.
see, yeah. So this is the package. This is what they look like. They're called the Flashblade XTs. And these things are super cool. You can see the jig right there. We put a lot of time, a lot of effort into these. You guys can see the blade. The blade is fully adjustable. I'll try to do this without pricking myself. But you can see the blade is fully adjustable. If you want to have it towards the end, if you're using like a slug and you want to have a little bit more action on the tail end, you run it on the back. If you want to have it so that you're using a paddle tail and you want it to sit a little bit up front, just like that, you move it towards the front of the hook. Super easy to do, but those balls right there, they hold it in place so that they're not going to move. So this is like great. Obviously, aside from it adding flash to your plastic, it's also adding vibration and noise, um and obviously the flash as well, and all of that on top of the plastic that you're already using. If you're using a paddle tail, the movement, the action, the vibration, it's going to attract those fish in and let them know, even when you're fishing at night, or if you're fishing in murkier water, or if you're fishing in darker, deeper depths, then you'll be able to attract the fish. Like I said, we're using just premium grade products on this. So we have the Mustad assault hooks on there, a twist lock bait keeper, Ahi stamped blade, and everything stainless steel. So these things are meant to last you for a long time. You're not supposed to replace the hook on them, but you are more than welcome to. You're able to pretty freely. But these products are going to be great, and you're going to be able to buy two, get one free there. And if you guys do purchase that, make sure to stop by the booth. We're giving away sticker packs with every purchase, no matter how much you spend. But again, you guys are members. You guys stop by the booth. You let us know that you're a Dave fan, that you guys are part of the YSWG community, and we'll take care of you guys a little bit extra.
That's a
Captain.
smoking deal. Those
Yeah.
wobble heads like that, they work really good. And there's that blade on there triggers more bites than just a traditional swim bait head.
Yeah, a lot, and that's the thing is a lot of people don't realize like a blade isn't just to attract the fish because of the flash, like the vibration. Fish work off of their lateral lines. They need that vibration to sense where directionally a fish or a bait fish is, and so that's giving off those vibrations in the water, letting the fish know like, hey, there is a bait fish X amount of feet this way or whatever, and then now we got to go and look for it, and then they can locate it with the flash. So it's super cool. There's a ton of different people who are trying to make swing heads. There's a couple other swing head companies out there, and those they have great products too. I'm not going to say anything about them. I've used them myself. I just feel like we've really put a lot of time and effort into these to make sure that they were just that step a little bit further. And so we really want you guys to test them out. Come check them out at the booth, even if you guys just want to see what they look like. stop by. I want you guys to check them out. I want you guys to look at them, hold them in your hand, let me know some feedback. We put a lot of time and effort into this, and so we're really excited to see what everybody says.
Absolutely. You know, with that blade on there, I've had quite a bit of experience throwing those around in the shallower water in the bay, and
Yeah,
a
spotties
lot,
love
a lot,
them.
a lot of times with that blade on there, they eat it on the sink because it's
Yeah.
the blade's just fluttering and it's hitting the hook and making some rattling noises. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, these things are killer. They work on spotties. I fish inshore a lot, and I love spotty fish. I love bass fishing, specifically spotties. They're my favorite fish to catch. I feel like they fight harder than any bass, and they're just they love these things. The blade is really what gets them. Like I didn't realize there was going to be such a big difference between a bladed swing head and a non-bladed swing head, considering I use non-bladed this entire time. But I feel like I'm getting a lot more bites. And I feel like with these hooks that we're using, we're getting a better hookup ratio because they're angled a little bit different. And those come standard on every single swing head. So those are cool.
Those look like they're a wide gap XL, right? They're
Yeah,
thick.
they're a little bit, and that's why we chose them. They're a little bit bigger than what the standard wide gap EWG hooks.
Right.
They're a little bit larger, which allows you to use bigger bellied baits on there. And then we make them from a 1/8 size all the way up to a 2-ounce size. So whether you guys are fishing inshore and shallow, or if you guys are fishing, at Catalina or at the islands, or even like shallow water rock fishing, we have the 2-ounce size.
Right, right. Yeah, 2 ounce, you can fish that shallow water rockfish. No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah, DD, you're right. What I would say was Promar has tried out so many different things that work, like the Akara jig, like the live deception flat. Brian, think about it.
Yeah.
Captain Dave's coming up to Southern California and he's getting 50 live deception flash lures and he's getting 50 Akara jigs. Now I'm starting to rethink that maybe I should get some of these little spin what are they? What do you the swing
Bobblehead.
They're
head?
called the flash blades. They're swing heads. You put a plastic on there and they're killer. Yeah, no, and it's funny. Dave literally called me. This is just separate aside from everything that we do with him. He called me. He goes, "Dude, I need flash blade because I need the flash jigs and I need Icaras." He's like, "Dude, I can't keep them off the hook. I keep going through them." He's like, "I keep catching fish." And I just thought it was so funny. He sends me photos of fish that he catches and he's just catching them right there off of the beach. They work everywhere. The Icaras, you guys can use them. I personally recommend you fishing them from like a boat or from like a somewhere on a higher angle. But the flash blades, if you're surf fishing, those things we have them down to like I think a half ounce, and they're tiny. And you can cast that out into the water, let it sink a little bit, reel it on back, and you're good. You'll catch fish all day: perch, halibut, corvina, everything.
Well, gang, everybody knows me and Darren knows me. I'm the bait guy. I've been the bait guy forever. And I call Captain Al like me and Al talk every day. And I call him and I'm going down to the beach and I'm gonna be throwing the live deception flash lure in the surf. And it's like before Promar made all this cool stuff, I was just a bait guy. I didn't throw lures at all. Now I'm like up in the mangroves, Brian. You love spotty fishing.
Yeah.
Anywhere we stop, we could stop just to eat lunch. The mangroves are probably 70 or 80 miles of mangroves down here in Adolfo's Lopez Mateos. Anywhere you stop, you catch a spotty like in the first 3 seconds. They're everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
The bottom's got to be just polluted with these things. And that's when I was using the Akara jig. And then I found all this other stuff wants to eat them. And Cubby, he just jumped on here. Cubby, his son, Charlie, and I were down at the beach fishing and we're catching needlefish, roosterfish, triggerfish, Jack Crevalle, and these look down fish, all with the live deception flash lure. It's just absolutely amazing. I have to ask Al all the time, how do you present these things? Because I'm not used to fishing with lures, Brian. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
But now,
Oh yeah, it ups your game when you're using metal or plastic or what, surface lures, fallen baits.
Yeah.
It just makes it that much more interesting to me.
Yeah. I love fishing with lures and plastics and stuff like that. I love fishing with bait too. The way I just Here's the best way I can explain it, right? Live bait is usually the way to go when you know where the fish are. If you're trying to locate the fish, you need to cast and retrieve, and you got to cover as much water as possible. And the best way to do that isn't with a live bait; it's with the lure. You know. So typically, what I'll do is I'll have a like I'll go out with my buddy Renee. He's probably on here. Renee, you guys know him, Renee De Leon. He's super cool. So we'll go out and I'll throw a plastic or I'll throw a lure and I'll just go until I start seeing fish either chasing it or biting it. But as soon as I start seeing fish do that, then I switch over to my other bass rod and I just have a little hook and I just hook on a sardine or an anchovy, whatever we have, and I fly line it and then I start catching fish like that. I love fishing both. There's a time and a place for both, obviously. But
Yeah,
yeah.
and a lot of the artificial bites are a lot more cool. A big thump.
Yeah, yeah. You feel a little bit more
That's what it
rewarded, in
is.
my opinion, when you catch like a big fish on an artificial lure.
Right. Right.
Al's the king of artificials, so I always have to resort back to Captain Al and ask him what should I do and how should I present this thing, and then Brian takes care of me and makes sure that I got plenty of those lures. But I'll tell you what, I got that one that's hanging in that peacock bass. I got that one Acaro jig, and then I got the one live deception flash lure here, and those are the only two I got left. And I'm kind of I'm afraid to go fish because I don't want to lose my lures, but I want to go fish every day, every night, every afternoon. It's just absolutely insane. But I'm
Yeah.
super excited about the PCS show because of all the stuff that all the people that take care of Your Saltwater Guide and Captain Al and Captain Justin and Captain Sunny, they're going to be at the show and they're going to be taking care of you guys. The people
Yeah.
that support Your Saltwater Guide and that support Al and Justin and Sunny. It's so cool that you guys are doing that for us, Brian. I
Oh
really,
yeah, yeah. And we're obviously gonna give Dave a ton of giveaway up products. So like, you know, you guys support him, and because you guys support him, we're able to support him, and we want to just give back to the same community. So definitely come on in, stop by, say hi. Even if you guys just want to come say hi, you guys don't have to buy anything. We'll be happy just to say hi, shake hands, and talk some fish stories. So especially right now with the end of the lobster season coming up, make sure you guys are turning in those report cards. And I want to hear everybody's story. I feel like I didn't really get to go lobster fishing much this year, but um I still love talking to people about it. I love hearing all the different things. I heard that this season was like really good.
Yeah, it was really good. You
Yeah, I
had
know. I know.
you
Al
had
caught
plenty.
that huge one.
You had plenty of opportunity. You just got to get the girlfriend to let you go on Saturday night.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's the hard part. That's the hard part is being able to find time to leave. But my old lady's like, nah.
Yeah.
She's
well,
like,
think
it's my
about
day.
this. Captain Al has the biggest lobster this year with Lobster Wars between him and Justin. He's got an 11 pounder that Lisa caught. That's going to be and you guys got about 3 weeks to
Break it.
beat that thing.
Yeah, it was 11-2. And we had 11-2, and we had an 8-6, and we had a 4.5 pounder with 17 of them. But
Yeah,
the 11-2 and the 8-6 came back to back pools. One pool was 11, next one was 8-6. The
yeah.
funny thing is, I was fishing this area where I knew all those big ones were at. I didn't know 11 pounders were there, but I knew all the bigger ones were there. And the first two pulls, we didn't even see a lobster. So I came down and huddled Lisa up, and I'm like, hey, we could move, but I highly doubt it's going to change anything. I think we should stick it out. She's like, let's stick it out. And next pool, we got all those big ones. It was cool.
Oh, dude. It's how it goes. Sometimes they crawl and sometimes they're not crawling. Like when we
Yeah.
went with Justin this past week, they just all started to crawl towards the very beginning of when we started dropping. And then towards the end, it just started to fall off. So you got to just get them when they're crawling. And we were
Yeah.
hooping in the same areas like the whole night. So it didn't make sense as to why they just stopped, And it was crazy. I was telling Justin, we had seals following us all night, and when the seals were following us, we were catching lobster. As soon
Right.
as the seals stopped following us, we stopped catching lobster, we stopped catching crab, we stopped catching everything. I don't know
Well,
if the ocean just turned off or what, but it was crazy.
yeah, it's like they just go and hunker down, you know. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was
like
weird.
clockwork. You'll go through a string of 10 of them and be doing good. And the next pool, 25 minutes later, you don't have nothing.
Exactly. It was just it's crazy. It's super weird.
And
Yeah,
then
but I just
last
figure,
night,
yeah.
Justin caught, I know it's going to piss you off, Brian, but last night Justin caught 48, caught
Yep.
limit, caught limits. And he,
Yeah, but that's the thing is you never know when they're gonna crawl. And you gotta just that's why you gotta be consistent. A lot of people they get discouraged after they go on one trip and have a bad trip. That's just fishing. You know, it's not called catching, it's called fishing. You gotta get back out on the water and try to catch them again.
and then I
That's
want to
it.
tell you guys something real quick and then I'll let you talk, Al. I am going to be on a podcast and they're going to be interviewing me. Lisa and her husband Randy are going to be interviewing me on Trophy Seekers Outdoors on Thursday night. It's a YouTube channel, Trophy Seekers Outdoor. We'll give you a link. You guys can be a part of the show, but we need to support our friends back in the catfish community, the whole with John at River Cats Tackle and Lisa at Trophy Seekers Outdoors. We need to help support their channels too because they're a major part of Your Saltwater Guide, gang. They've come up, they've stepped up to the plate, and they are bringing a whole different aspect to the fishing world. And at the end of the day, Brian,
Yeah.
Al, and we will fish anywhere there's water. We don't,
Yeah.
Lisa. We're coming there. We're going to fish with you. We're going to go wherever there's water and we're going to try our techniques first. And then we'll switch over to what you're doing because what we're doing out here on the West Coast probably won't work where you're at, but we're going to stick with our way first and then we'll flip over about an hour or two after we catch nothing. Right, Al?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you're talking about catfish, I don't know if they use live bait or dead or both back there, but
Oh, dude, you know who's killer at catfishing is Bugman.
Duncan. Steve
Yeah.
Duncan.
Yeah, Steve Bugman Duncan, dude. It's great. We were talking about that not that long ago. And I was asking him all these questions because I didn't know we had good catfishing out here in California, but apparently we
oh,
do.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, when it rains a lot this time of year, winter, when it starts raining and all those creeks start running the lakes and everything, you just
Yeah.
anchor up, you know, in a cut by one of those creeks, and those catfish nose into that fresh water, boy. You can just whack them. I remember at San Vicente one time, I was fishing a bass tournament on Saturday, not to make it a long shot. These dudes were jacking up the catfish where we were fishing. So I called my buddy. I go, hey Larry, let's go to San V and just murder some catfish. I got it under control. We went out. We went out there on Sunday, and I just had old mackerel in my freezer, right? So we went out there and we were fly lining pieces of mackerel on our bait sticks with a 25-pound test, and just catching a whole mess of fish up to like 30 pounds. I mean,
Oh
a bunch
wow.
of them. And then this aluminum boat comes around the corner. We floated up against this raft of junk, right? And this aluminum boat comes up to us and says, "Hey man, you mind if I fish over here?" I said, "No, dude, join the party." So he drifts up against the raft, and they were deckhands, and they had fresh bonita. So in San Vicente, there's some huge blue catfish. I mean, 60, 70 pounders, right? So these guys start waylaying on the blue catfish on the fresh bonita, dude. It was crazy. But yeah, there's really good catfish fishing in San Diego and LA.
Yeah, it's funny. I just feel like, well, growing up, there's a whole. I don't really typically like freshwater fishing. I love saltwater fishing. I feel like freshwater kind of gets boring sometimes for me personally, but I think that's just because growing up, I grew up in the city, so it was just the local lakes that were stocked. And now that I'm like more in the fishing industry, it's just funny to see like, oh wow, there's way more out there. And now that I'm starting to talk to people like Steve and hearing your story, there's just really good fishing anywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean it's up and down, but bass fishing is deep, dude. I mean, it depends what lake you go to, but you need a flipping stick, a crankbait rod, a worm rod, a jig rod, all kinds
Yeah.
of different stuff to do.
Yeah,
And you
that
got to
that was the whole
stand
reason I
up.
couldn't get into bass fishing. It's like you needed like there was a crankbait rod, there was a worm rod, there was a I was like, dude, there's too many rods.
Saltwater
I got one
topwater
rod for
rod.
the ocean and that catches me 90% of my fish.
I mean,
Absolutely.
you don't have to have all those rods, but it makes it nice, you're going down the bank and your instinct says something to you, and you just grab a different rod, instead of sitting
Yeah.
there and retying.
Yeah. Well, I gotta head on out here, guys, but let's do a giveaway. So
Right.
um let's do a couple. I mentioned this one on the stream with Justin, but I'm gonna bring this one up again right now. So we have our lobster sweaters. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me know if you guys can see that. If you are wearing the Lobster Headquarters Promar sweater at the PCS show, make sure to stop by the booth. I'm going to take care of you guys. I'm going to get you guys at least either. We're going to have two new shirt designs. I'm going to get you guys one of those shirt designs. Obviously, if you guys stop by, I'll throw in a little bit extra because you guys are your Saltwater Guide members. But that's one thing I'm going to have for you guys there. So make sure you guys are rocking it. If you guys don't have it, you guys could buy it either at the show or you guys could buy it online right now and I'm gonna get you guys a discount. I think I said 20% um over the weekend with Justin. I'm gonna set that discount live here in about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to start buying your apparel, anything off of our website, apparel is gonna be 20% off. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a little bit more, but right now it's gonna be 20% off. And then another giveaway. Dave, I don't know how you want to run it, but we'll do two prize packs. How do you wanna how do you wanna sort the winner?
We'll do two, so we'll do two prizes. So what
Oh
we'll
no no.
do.
Well we'll do more than two. Sorry, did I say two prize packs? We'll do a total of five winners.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the Promar booth at the show, okay? And you're gonna walk up to him and you're gonna tell Brian, now listen, you gotta pay attention. The secret number, the
Oh, okay.
secret number, and we're gonna give five of these away. So five, just listen. The secret number is 67. Okay?
But you got to do the whole hand movements too. When you tell me the number, you got to stop by and do the whole hand movements. Yeah.
Yeah, like the governor. 67. 67. That's the secret number to get that. You got to go up to Brian though. And also you have to be wearing your saltwater guide, either a shirt or a hat. And you got to
Yeah.
know 67. Wearing a shirt, a hat, and walk up to Brian and tell him 67, and you're going to win. And we're going to
Yeah.
give that away on Saturday.
There you go. Saturday. First five people to stop by. If you guys stop by, I'm probably gonna run it up a little bit more. So you guys could just
Six,
stop by.
seven. Six,
I love
seven.
giving free stuff away, and then I get in trouble.
Right, right.
All right, guys. But anyways, I gotta head on out. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me on. I'll be
Go
on
eat your lunch,
probably.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be on here next week if you guys want, just to go over some of the other deals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna be. Yeah, every kid walking by is gonna be saying 6'7" for no reason. I'm just gonna be giving out stuff to random people.
Yeah.
No,
No, they
yeah, if you
won't be
guys stop
wearing
by,
McCarty.
yeah, exactly. You gotta be wearing the Your Saltwater Guide gear. But anyways, guys, I appreciate it. I'm gonna see you guys later, and I look forward to seeing every single person over at the show. I'll stop by the booth too, and I'll probably be hanging out at Dave's booth for a little bit. So
At least Saturday, because we're gonna feed you.
there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be
All
at
right,
the event.
Brian.
There you go.
All right,
All
buddy.
right, guys.
All
Later.
right.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you. So
All right.
now we had Brian on here. He's talking about all the cool things that Promar is going to have at the show. Let's, for a little while, Al, because Justin's experiencing this in Long Beach, LA Harbor. I personally experienced this for 40 years of my life running charter boats and fishing for a living. Etiquette. Can you talk about etiquette a little bit, Al?
Yeah, etiquette on the water. Absolutely. I mean, I had a bait trip on Saturday morning, and I'm pretty passive with it now because I don't like confrontations. But a couple boats follow me around in the bay, Dave. But etiquette, if I'm running my boat, I stay within reason of other boats. If the fish are condensed, and I absolutely have fish in a crowded area, right? I mean, like the other night, a while back, we were lobster fishing, and there was a 60-foot hatteras in our zone, and he was there before me. And I wanted to do everything in my power to get over there and get on that area, but I didn't. And the boats that didn't leave them 60 feet from their buoy to buoy or 80 feet from buoy to buoy. They went in there and put them about 30 feet away, and the dude couldn't pick up his hoops, you know? So when you're out there fishing, just be mindful of other boats. And there's no reason to get up on somebody else's chum line or any of that stuff. Find your own fish. I mean, there's been quite a few times where we're struggling a little bit, and the clients are like, "Hey, all the boats are over there." I'm like, "I don't care. I'm hunting, right? I'm gonna go find my own fish." So the San Diego Bay. I've never hooped in Long Beach where Justin does, but San Diego Bay gets littered with boats. And I do my best stay away from other buoys to where my etiquette is legit, right? Sometimes I don't like doing it, but I have to sleep at night, and I'm not a big confrontational guy unless somebody's right up on me and causing a bunch of trouble like they were with Justin the other night. But just keep your distance, do your own homework, and find your own fish, and you'll be fine.
Well, I've been, like I said, been doing this for a very, very long time, and everybody wants to follow. And I wear it as a badge of honor that they want to follow me, that they think that my skill level is so high that they should follow me around and they can just pick up the scraps. Now, like Al was saying, this hoop netting thing, when I started doing this in 2005, 2006, I would not even put lights on my buoys because the people would just throw their stuff on top of mine. And so I would only use reflective tape. But what I would say, gang, is Justin's out there fishing for a living. Al's out there fishing for a living. I was doing it for a living. Just you got to kind of respect that. When we get to a zone and we're putting our stuff in there, I know you guys, nobody owns the ocean, but you got to have a little tiny bit of dignity, and you got to, well, there he is right now. You got to kind of think, hey, this guy is in this zone right now and he's kind of making a living and he's kind of setting his stuff. You didn't get there. Now, if you see me or Al or Justin catching lobsters, wait till we leave to throw your stuff in there. Don't throw your stuff in there when we're setting. I mean, for God's, here's my attitude, and this is what I did for years. I would pull your gear if you put it next to me because I gotta drive my 65-foot Hatteras or my 85-foot or my 80-foot Viking. I can't maneuver around your stuff. So I would pull your stuff and then I'd give it back to you when you showed up. But it's all etiquette, gang. And it's going, when we get out here to go tuna fishing or go to the island and catch sea bass, it matters when you're parking on top of another boat. You really, here's somebody fresh off the water with an etiquette problem. Justin Bottrell, good afternoon, sir.
Hey, how are you guys doing? What's up?
Doing all right.
You got to feel pretty honored, right? Everyone wants to fish right where you are now. You made it.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of it.
Good luck.
It's freaking crazy, So everyone that wants to know what happened last night, here's what happened. Here's the short story. I can give you a real long story, but we'll make it long, I guess, if you want to go over a little bit. But we have our nets out there. We're in this little area, big area, whatever you want to call it. We're in this area and no one's around. There's no boats. There's a boat maybe a mile away from us, and maybe another boat 3/4 of a mile away that way, and 1 mile away that way. And we're on our third or fourth set. We're on our third set because we just started rebaiting. So we're on our third set, and this little center console boat starts coming by our nets really slowly, like literally circling around our nets, just circling around our nets. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, really? And he gets so close to us, I can see that he's looking at his phone and watching the live show. Are you freaking kidding me? I won't say the word. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, this is what I do for a living. If you're going to follow me around, I'm going to treat you like shit. It's just how it is. So, what I see him going around our nets, and I'm like, all right, this guy's kind of freaking weird. Slow. I mean, so like maybe 2 miles an hour, slow enough to slow troll a sardine that slow. And then he goes to my other set down the way a little bit, and I think Bob or someone on the boat was like, hey, that dude just pulled our net. And I'm like, what? And I looked down there, and you can see my buoy in his hand with the light on it. And that's all I seen. So I was like, all right, this is getting freaking ridiculous. And right around, we were pulling up a net, and I think we got like a lobster or something in it. And right after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done. And I shut the show off. So what I did is I spun the boat around. I went over to that guy, and he already drug my net somewhere else. He just grabbed it and drug it somewhere else. By the time I got to him, he had my other net and buoy on his boat. And I'm looking at, I'm literally 20 feet from him, staring at him. And he takes it and throws it in the water. And I'm like, what the fudge? And I'm like, hey, what are you doing, man? And he's all, I was here first. So I said, no, you weren't. I'm all, there's nobody over here. I'm all, stop following me around. Stop poaching the area. I'm all, what are you doing? He's all, F you, F this. And it started going back and forth, a bunch of chaos. He's like, I'll whoop your butt. And I said, no, you won't. You can't. And I'm like, I'll whoop your butt. And a whole bunch of whooping butts back and forth, one thing turned to another. And that's not what made me call the port police. What made me call the port police is when he started threatening my passengers. And he started threatening them, and he took all of his nets and threw them down right near my net. So I said, I'm just going to pull your nets because now you're going to impede my safe travel to my nets. So I backed up to one of his nets, and I asked Bob to pull the net. And I think Bob was kind of like nervous about pulling it because he kind of grabbed it with the boat hook and kind of let it go. And I said, that's all right. Just grab our nets and we'll move and go our merry way. So after he came back over and threatened, we talked shit back and forth, or we talked a bunch of smack back and forth. And he's like, I know who you are. You're Justin. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm all, I know who I am too. I'm all, thank you. Like, what does that matter? So I decided, the best thing for me to do is just call port police and have them handle it. That was a joke. Let me tell you.
Did they show up?
They did nothing. Yeah, they showed up like 5 minutes, quick. And he said, what went on? I said this, that, and the other. He threatened me, threatened my passengers, so on and so on. He went and talked to the guy, and came back over to me. And he said, well, you have 8 nets over there, and you got 2 nets over there. I said, yeah, my nets were right there where he was, and he moved them out of the way. He's like, well, if you guys can just get along, go kiss and make up, and go smack each other's butt, and do this and do that. And I said, what about him touching my nets? That's a felony. What about this? What about that? Well, if you guys can just get along and you can just do this and that and yada, yada, yada. He said he's only going to be 5 more minutes. I was like, all right, whatever. Complete waste of time. No reason to call them. So, yeah, that was about it.
It's been going on for so long. And what I would say is you're just lucky that you didn't get on Justin's boat, because that would have been pretty sad for you, I tell you. But it's just absolutely ludicrous that people have to act this way in 2025. That they're acting the way we acted in the 70s, and I was part of it. I mean, nowadays I don't even know what I would do because everyone followed me forever. I think about Ryan on the San Diego down there, and he has 20 to 25 boats following him everywhere he goes every single day. It's just got to be ludicrous. And Justin's got the pipe. He's the Pied Piper of Long Beach now. Everybody just waits for the big old spot of lights that they see on your boat, and they just want to throw their stuff right on top of Justin. And look at wherever Justin goes. He's probably left 4 other spots that would have been just fine, but there were other people on them. You guys don't have to follow Justin. What?
That's exactly what I did yesterday. There's spots that I was going to go to. Oh, hello?
Yeah, you're here.
Hello? Oh,
Hello?
we couldn't hear you. Yeah. There you go. I hear you now.
Okay.
You there? Like a major delay. Is it my computer? Yeah.
Yep.
I just plugged in. Mine almost died on me. I didn't have it plugged in. It's plugged in now.
I'm fully charged. That's kind of weird. So it's funny because someone said press charges for what? For threatening? I already told the guy threatening. I heard, so he is friends with a couple of people that I know. And those people told me literally on the way home right now, they told me that he's going to file a complaint with Coast Guard about me. And I'm all, go ahead. I'm a matter of fact, if you can give me his name, I'll file charges for a felony with fishing game. So for touching my nets, and I have it on video.
Yeah, well, the really cool thing is you were fishing in that area for an hour and 46 minutes before any altercation occurred. So you'd been there for an hour and 46 minutes. That's the cool thing about the live shows, gang. We get to see what's going on. Justin wasn't making a 15-minute move to one other spot. He was sitting right there catching the lobsters he was catching. I understand. Lobsters are really cool and you're not catching them. So you watch the live show and you're like, that guy's catching them. But don't go drop your stuff right on top of them. All you're going to do is raise your blood pressure, going to cause a ton of drama for you and your family. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Go fish wherever you're fishing and go into that spot that Justin's at when he's all done and he's got his limits and he's going home. If you need to fish where Justin is, wait till he's done. This is absolutely ludicrous, but we're so happy. We have it all live. So when they press charges, just bring me into court. I'll be more than happy to testify.
What's really funny is that spot, we only got a few lobsters, and then we decided, all right, let's get the hell out of here and go to another spot. And we freaking loaded up, so that's cool.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, lobster drama, it doesn't change. It just keeps on going. It's just another day older. Captain Al Clowers, what do you got coming up?
I got a half day on Saturday right now, and that's about it right now. Phone's been kind of ringing a little bit every day, but for the future.
Okay. Well, you got to get some bookings. People got to pull the trigger. But next week, we're all kind of busy next week.
The following weekend is the show, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got Saturday and Sunday blocked out.
Nice. Justin, do you have any room on your Thursday trip?
Nope. No room. But I have let's see here. Oh, I have a trip on Saturday too.
Oh, on this Saturday?
Yeah, so Thursday and Saturday. And then I have the 2nd and 3rd available if anyone wants to go out. So, oh, that's funny. What Tim said. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have plenty of dates available, but they're not going to be available very long, you know. Whether they want to do bay fishing or island fishing, lobster fishing, or offshore fishing, um, 2 different boats. Now's the time to get on the calendar. For sure.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a busy season this year.
You don't want to miss out. It's going to be awesome. We might even catch some fish.
Right? We might even get lucky and fill up our own freezer while we're catching clients' fish.
Yeah. And there's over 3,300 spots on the spots videos, so you can't go wrong, gang. You can't go wrong at Your Saltwater Guide. There's over 3,300 spots. But we're all gearing up for the PCS show. I know you guys got a couple charters this weekend and everything, but the main focus is next week, gang. We want to meet you. We want to greet you. Al's got great deals. He's going to be selling at the show. If you book at the show, you get a great deal. Justin's going to be booking at the show. Go ahead, Justin.
Oh no, Tim said he needed a turkey call, and I have one. I just don't know where it's at.
Oh, you can't find it. Oh, Tim said his knee's ready to go fishing. Good.
All right.
Good.
But yeah. There's no reason to follow anybody out there. Everyone, there's really no reason for it. There's so many spots that you can find a spot. Sometimes you do good. Sometimes you don't do good. And look at 3 days I've been out. Only one day I did good. So
Well, I don't know. I think 17's a good night.
oh yeah.
17th's a decent night, especially in San Diego.
I remember fishing that Long Beach, LA harbor back in the day, and there were many days that I would have loved to have caught 5.
Right?
Yeah, we didn't catch crap. It was suck. But we weren't as good as Justin. So follow Justin all the time, man. That's what I would do.
Oh, please don't. Please. Please.
Some people just don't know, and then there's a bunch of people that know, and they're just punks, you know.
According to this guy, he's been hoop netting for 25 plus years. And
They all have. It's amazing.
yeah. Everyone, I guess 25 is a good number. He even said I'm 25.
It's just a lobster, man.
He's been hooping longer than them making hoop nets. And Mike Lewis, you're absolutely right. Once again, Mike Lewis's popcorn lobster leg video is going absolutely ape poop on Facebook. We have 260,000 views in a day and a half. 260,000. And they all want to tell Mike Lewis, you shouldn't be wearing nail polish.
That's funny.
Even though I tell everybody, this is Mike and Jamie Lewis. Jamie's his wife, and they're going to do this. And everybody, I guess they're just jealous. They want Mike to put some nail polish on them, too. They're just really bummed out.
Maybe that's what they're hoping for.
Just got to go get a manicure. You can have nail polish, too.
And Mike, you can jump in there and you can comment. The more the comments, the bouncing back and forth on the more money I make. So go ahead and get in there and make all those comments and tell everybody how dumb it is. The number one thing, Justin, you'll love this. They're very concerned about my health because I eat those lobsters that are microwaved with the plastic on them. You know I'm going to die. I've been eating them that way for 30 years, gang. Right now, I'm not real concerned, just like I don't put on sunscreen. But I'm so happy that so many people are very worried about Captain Dave's health. Oh, by the way, thank you, every single person. Thank you. Saturday was my birthday. I'm 64 years old now. I'm almost caught up to you, Al.
Yeah, you're young, dude.
I'm just a little kid.
It's a lot of sunsets and sunrises to catch up with me, buddy.
Oh yeah. But thank you all for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. It was overwhelming. There was so many. I wish I could tell every single one of you thank you on a comment, but I'm thanking you right now. Thank you all very much. Justin, you got anything coming up?
Do I got a lot of stuff going on. Just Tuesday or Monday and Tuesday, March 2nd and 3rd. Holy crap. You guys know that this is the last week of February? Holy cow, this went by fast.
Yep.
There is only 28 days. Dang. Next week is PCS show. Does everyone realize that? Next week. Next week is a PCS show. That's freaking phenomenal.
It's going to be killer.
Yeah. Holy moly.
On Thursday, I'm going to be at the PCS show, me and Justin, and maybe Al. He's not sure yet, but I'm going to speak at 3:00 at the PCS show. And then I'm going to leave and go and speak at the fishing club in Downey that night. I've got a big day.
Yeah, see, it wasn't microphone, or it wasn't. It is Dave's.
What's my microphone doing?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
No. Oh, it's all linked up now. See, it was yours. It wasn't mine. Dang it.
okay. All right. We heard you fine. I'm confused. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for watching the show today. Take care of each other. Don't watch the news. They're all lying. Don't follow Justin. Don't follow Al. Don't follow, like I've said for 1,000 million years, stop fishing for boats, start fishing for fish. Stop fishing for boats. It's just ridiculous. But they'll never stop. They're always going to do what they're going to do. That's just the way they're wired. They suck. Bye.